Hello, my fellow pharmacists. Buckle up because US healthcare is shifting under our feet. Right now, three massive forces are colliding. GLP-1 drugs are making a comeback, but with a compounding crackdown. Medicare's historic drug price negotiations are finally moving forward, and the FTC is going after PBMs like never before. These aren't just headlines, they are the changes that will affect your patients, your paycheck, and your practices. In the next 20 minutes or so, I will break down what's happening, why it matters for pharmacists, and you need to prepare for 2025 and beyond. Let's understand how you could do that. Let's start with GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound. In 2023 and 2024, demand completely outstripped supplies. Pharmacies across the US had patients begging for scripts they couldn't fill. Now by late 2025, manufacturers like Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly are scaling up the productions and supply is finally stabilizing. But here is the twist. Compounding pharmacies, which are filling the gap with compounded semaglutide are facing a crackdown. The FDA has tightened rules, warning that once branded supply is adequate, compounding is no longer justified. That means thousands of patients who relied on lower cost compounded versions will be pushed back into branded prescriptions. They would have to bear higher costs of those branded medicines, higher co-pays, more prior auth battles, and more counseling needs for patients and pharmacists, and more patient counseling needs for pharmacists. How it will impact pharmacists? You will see more scripts coming your way, but also more frustrated patients when insurance denies coverage. Pharmacists will need to double down on patient counseling. Side effects like nausea, constipation, pancreatitis, risk, and of course non-weight loss expectations, and watch off-label use. Everyone from Hollywood celebrities to TikTok influencers are driving demand. I had a patient once, 42-year-old, came in with a compounded version, paying out of pocket. She was thrilled with the result. Now she is being told that option is gone. Only branded Wegovy is covered with PA. That's the reality thousands will face in 2025. For decades, Medicare was forbidden from negotiating drug prices. That changed the Inflation Reduction Act, and how the first wave of negotiated prices is set to take effect in 2026. In September 2025, the government finalized the first list of drugs. What does this mean for pharmacists? For patients, especially seniors, it means lower out-of-pocket costs. For pharmacies, it could mean tighter reimbursement and more formulary changes as PBMs and insurers react to new price structures. Independent pharmacies may feel the squeeze hardest. Margins will shrink, cash flow could be disrupted if PBM delays payments. Pharmacists, you could expect seniors asking, why is my drug cheaper now? Or why isn't my new refill matching the negotiated prices? Education will be key. Pharmacies may need to invest in tech or staff training to navigate new formulary rules. I remember a time when Medicare Part D rolled out back in 2006. Patients were confused, pharmacists were drowning in plan comparisons, and the transition was chaotic. We are about to go through something very similar, only this time with even bigger financial stakes. PBMs, the third big shakeup. The PBMs are under fire. For years, pharmacy benefit managers have controlled formularies, rebates, and DIR fees. Pharmacies have complained, and now the FTC is listening. In 2025, the FTC has stepped up investigations into anti-competitive practices, particularly around insulin pricing and spread pricing. Why this matters? If reforms succeed, we could finally see more transparent pricing and relief from retroactive DIR fees. If PBMs fight back successfully, pharmacies may even see more aggressive contract terms in the short term. Pharmacist impact. DIR fees have been crushing independents, sometimes wiping out months of profit with single clawback. Any shift here will directly affect survival for small pharmacies. Chain pharmacists. Chain pharmacists may see corporate policies changes as PBMs renegotiate contracts with employers and insurers. I spoke with a colleague running an independent pharmacy in Ohio. His pharmacy lost $60,000 last year just from DIR fees. If the FTC reforms stick, it could literally save his business. So let's connect the dots. GLP-1 will flood back to pharmacies, but insurance and counseling changes will keep us busy. Medicare prices negotiations will lower cost for seniors, but put financial pressures on pharmacies. And the FTC's PBM crackdown could either bring long overdue relief or short-term chaos. In other words, pharmacists are about to be more important than ever. Patients will need guidance, insurers will need shifting rules, and pharmacies will be caught in the middle. So friends, if you like this video, do consider giving it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel RX Indian Pharmacist. We bring to you more useful videos like this. So see you next week in another video like this. Until then, bye.